Merch by Amazon niche alert. In this video, I'm going to show you how I do personalized and customized designs on Merch by Amazon. Hello everyone, my name is Mike. I'm a full-time print-on-demand seller. I make YouTube videos showing you how to make more money on Merch by Amazon and other print-on-demand platforms. If you like this kind of content and you get any value out of this video, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. Okay, let's get into the content of the video. So you're probably thinking like, how the heck can someone do personalized and customized designs on Merch by Amazon? And the answer to the question is you can't. It's not like Etsy where you can, add in personalization, or you can like message the customer and ask them, or the customer can message you and, ask you to add in like a certain name or something like that. But what we can do for Merch by Amazon is we can basically assume what the personalization is going to be. So the majority of personalizations that people are going to want just in general are going to be names, whether it's the first name or the last name. So in this video, I'm going to focus on basically names or last names and how we can make those type of designs for Merch by Amazon. So if we go to Google right here and we just do a Google search for the most popular last names in the United States, it's going to show us the 100 of the most popular names in the United States. And what we can do is we can take these last names and we can make designs with these last names. So the first niche that I have for you is going to be in the teacher niche. And I picked this one first because, after 4th of July, the next big niche that's going to pop up is going to be back to school. But there's already a bunch of designs where people are already doing like back to school or hello first grade or, hello, second grade. When you make a design like that, you're not really adding any value to the marketplace. So me personally, I wouldn't make any of those type of designs. When everyone's zigging, you want to zag, and I would try to make designs that are way more like niche down. With a lot less competition. And these last name teacher niches are super low in competition. Now, they're not going to have the best BSRs, but let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if we go to Merch, or if we go to Amazon and we just type in like Mrs. Smith, which is the most popular last name in the United States, Smith, we're going to see there's only 7 results, so there's barely any competition. And these are the type of designs that I'm talking about right here, where you take like any type of design or clip art that's related to like a teacher. So it could be pencils, it could be crayons, it could be apples, it could be a school bus. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to put the last name in between or below. Like here is another example right here. We see teacher and then Mrs. Smith underneath. When we look at this design or the BSR, we're going to see, it's not the best BSR at 7 million, but as we get closer to, the school year, end of summer, we're going to see these BSRs getting a lot better or lower. Now, there's a couple things to notice, or that I should mention, when it comes to the last name. So first, you don't have to do women's. You can also do men's. You can just do Mr. Smith as well. And there's 3 ways to address a teacher. You can go Mrs., which is MS, which is a teacher that is single, not married yet. Then you can do Mrs., which is MRS, which is a teacher that is married. And then you can do another variation of Miss, which is MISS. So one strategy that you can do is you could go to this website right here, and you can just you could take like the first 10 most popular last names, and then you can make like 3 versions of each one. So you can do a Miss, Mrs., and then Miss. All right. What I'm doing is I took like 50 of the first ones and just did the MRS, the Mrs. one, and I already got a sale on one. So that's why I was kind of pumped up to make this video, because I'm actually seeing that it is working and getting sales. And if we go ahead and take a look, let's see what else did I want to show you. Okay, so here's another example right here. Mrs. Smith, again, we're going to see inside of the pencil, not the best BSR, but it is selling. Let's see if I have another example as well. Oh yeah, so another way that you can also do this one is you can just say something like, my favorite people call me Mrs. Smith. And we're going to see that these are also selling as well. Now maybe you want to do like some type of teacher clip art, just so it kind of looks like it's more towards a teacher. Like maybe some pencils, crayons, apples, like I was saying. But if we go to Redbubble, now I'm not going to show you Etsy, because Etsy's, you can already do a bunch of personalization on there. So it doesn't really make sense for me to show you that. But if I show you Redbubble and TeePublic, we're going to see that there's only, let's get this out of here. Oh shoot, what happened? Okay, let me go back. We're going to see there's only 18 results, and here what some of the designs look like. Now you can go to Creative Fabrica and just type in teacher, and you can get a design like this. And right here, all you would have to do is just type in basically the name of the teacher. So Mrs. Smith, this one right here looks like it says Mrs. Parker. So if you're interested in Creative Fabrica, I have a affiliate link in the description. But if we go back to TeePublic here, oh shoot, this actually is looking at my sales. So I got $60 for the month. But let me go back here and just type in Mrs. Smith teacher. Okay, let's try this again. Mrs. Smith, teacher. We're going to see what the competition looks like. It's probably going to be low, like Redbubble, and there's actually nothing. Okay, so this could be a good opportunity for TeePublic. Again, don't sleep on TeePublic. I used to do a lot better on TeePublic. I was doing like 200 to 300 bucks a month on TeePublic. I don't know, maybe because they made that tier change or something. That's why the sales are going down. But 60 bucks a month, you know, it's at least it's something. I don't live in the United States. I live in Mexico, so you know, $60 is, you know, a good amount of a change because of the dollar. But that's the first niche that I have for you for personalization. And then the second customized designs that I have for you, or the second niche that I have for you in the customized designs for merch, is going to be Mrs. Last name and then engagement. And we're going to see for Mrs. Smith engagement, there's only 10 results, and these are what some of the designs look like. So it's basically, this is for women that just got proposed to and they're going to be getting married, or they just got married, and so they have these t-shirts saying, you know, Mrs. Smith. You know, you can cross niche it with the year. So there's probably barely any going to be that say Mrs. Smith established 2023, so that could be a good one to get into. Again, we're going to see not the best BSRs, but these niches are good, I believe, because they're evergreen niches, so they will sell all year round. Maybe more will pop up, or the BSRs will get better during you know, wedding season, which I believe is the end of summer, beginning of fall. But what you can do is you could just make a design like this that says Mrs. Smith established 2023, and then you can just scale it and just basically switch out Smith for Johnson, for Williams, for Brown, Jones, Garcia. And there's, I mean, you have 100 designs right here. Now, maybe you don't want to do all 100 because that's just too much work, but you can do maybe just the first 10 or the first 20 or the first 30. Me personally, I'm going to be doing all 30 or all 100 for the teacher one. But that's another idea right there, and you can see the BSRs are selling, or that these designs are selling. Now, I would avoid doing future misses, because that is trademarked, or it's in the process of being trademarked. So if we see future misses, we're going to see this first one right here. It's in the 25 class, so it doesn't have a registration number, so you might be able to get away with it, but eventually it's going to get trademarked. So I would probably just avoid using future. I would just do misses and then the last name. And actually, there was another good one that I saw down here with the ring. So like this right here, we can see. Well, they are doing future, but you can just get rid of future and do like a finger like this, and do Mrs. and the last name. If we go to Creative Fabrica, you're going to see there's some, like right here, here's some options. You can do kind of something like this. If we take a look at the competition on Redbubble, very low, 5 results. And if we take a look at the competition on TeePublic, we're going to see there's nothing. All right, so this could be a good option for us. You know, maybe doing like a Mrs. Smith, do all the last names, scale for all the last names, and then maybe cross niche it with established 2023. You know, that could get you some, you know, additional sales basically throughout the whole year. You can even plan for even next year, for 2024, if you wanted to, if you wanted to go above and beyond. But that's the second niche that I have for you, or the second option. And then the third niche that I have for you is where you take the last name and you cross niche it with the word team. So like Team Smith, for example, you see there's only 176 results. But this is what I'm talking about right here. Very simple to design for. You just take the word team and you cross niche it with the last name. So for example, you could go to this website again. You could just make one design that says Team Smith, and you can just scale it by using all the different last names. You get a whole bunch of designs right here. If we look at the BSRs, we're going to see, again, not the best BSRs, but this could get you like at least a sale, maybe a month. And if you have like, you know, 50 of these scale designs, maybe that's an extra 50 sales a month, or even if it's 25 extra sales a month. You know, at $5 a pop, I don't know what that is, but that's maybe was that extra 50 bucks, maybe something like that. I don't know if my math is right. But here we're going to see Team Smith, Team Albertson. What else do we have? So Team Smith, lifetime member. Another one, a lot of them are Team Smith saying the lifetime membership right here. But you can go to the next one, and we can see that this one is for Johnson. So Team Johnson. You can see all of these are selling. This next one right here is Team Williams. I think I saw a good one. So this one right here, Team Williams, you know, this is a pretty good one, 656 BSR at $18.99. And then another good idea would be to really focus on the Spanish last names or the Mexican last names, like Sanchez, for example, because, you know, I live in Mexico, and I know when you know, Mexicans go on vacation, they bring the whole family, you know. So, you know, with these type of designs with the last name, you know, these are like people that are be going like on family vacations, so maybe they're like buying like 5 or 10 t-shirts, so you might be able to get some big sales with these type of designs. So maybe focus on the first 10 and then a whole bunch of Spanish or Mexican last names. If we take a look at the competition on the other websites, we're going to see Team Smith 360, but I didn't actually see anything that says, oh, just right here. Here we go. If we go to TeePublic, we're going to see only a couple designs. So that is the third niche that I have for you guys. And so basically what these niches are, you just take the, whether it's teacher or, you know, whether it's like the Team Smith, and you just basically make one design and then you add the last name, and then you can scale it to all those different types of last names. Just go to this website right here and you'll get all of the last names, whether it's in the engagement niche, a t-shirt niche, or team niche. Now there's probably even more ones that you might be able to think of. Those are just the 3 ones that popped into my head and that I found when I was searching. So those are the 3 niches that I have for you guys today. And if you're looking for clip art or t-shirt graphics, designs, you know, you might want to consider checking out Creative Fabrica. This is probably the best resource tool for all of us print-on-demand sellers. They have fonts, graphics, AI. They have courses. They have a whole POD section. They have bundles. They're offering a promo right now for only $4.99 a month. You do have to pay the $59 up front, but you get access to all of this, and they probably have the best value by far for print-on-demand resources or services. If you're interested, I have a link in my description right down here where it says Creative Fabrica. It is an affiliate link, so if you do sign up using my link, I do get a small commission, but like I said, they probably have the best value, better than Vexels and some of the other ones I've seen like Creative Market. So if you're interested, link is in the description. Check them out. And if you're struggling to get sales on Merch by Amazon on Redbubble, you might want to consider checking out 2 of my courses that I have on Udemy. The first one is the Merch by Amazon for Beginners, Step-by-Step Beginner's Guide for Mastering Merch by Amazon. You can watch the video. It's only $19.99. You can see what you'll learn. This is the course content, how to cross niche, how to niche down, how to scale your designs, how to find trending niches. I teach you like how I find these trending niches. You can steal my best evergreen niches, how to check for trademarks, how to keep your account safe, how to design, how to hire designers, you know, popular design styles, popular design phrases, extensions that I use, how to find keywords. You can take a look at the reviews that I have. So it has a 4.4 course rating, and then I also have one for Redbubble. It's also it's similar, Redbubble Masterclass Step-by-Step for Mastering Redbubble. Same thing. You can take a look at it. You can read the reviews. This one actually has a 4.7 course rating. So if you're interested in these courses, the links will be in the description. I'll also have them as a pinned comment. These courses are good for beginners or for people that are struggling to get sales. If we take a look at my credentials on, let me just move my face out the way here. If we take a look at my credentials on Merch by Amazon, I'm a tier 8,000 seller. I'm coming upon 12,000 sales, and I'm about to hit $40,000 in royalties. And if we take a look at my credentials on Redbubble, over the past 12 months, I've done over $1,700. My best month was, looks like July 2022, where I did close to $250 for the month. But sales have been kind of trickling down, probably because of what's happening now with the new Redbubble pricing. But yeah, so these are my credentials on Redbubble. So like I said, if you're interested, links will be in the description. I'll also have them as a pinned comment. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel. I put out videos on a regular basis, just talking about like trending niches, design ideas, low competition evergreen niches. So if you're into that kind of stuff, subscribe and click the bell. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.